Hey gang, AV here. Welcome to my review of the G.I. Joe Retro Collection Cobra h.i.s.s 3 tank. Here it is in the packaging. As you can see, it is a boxed figure in retro style packaging. Some differences from the original, not the original, the previous retro h.i.s.s tank that we've gotten. Obviously, it's blue. It says 813 there instead of 788. We have a flat cardboard box there. There used to be a window with the h.i.s.s driver visible, but here we just have a picture of the figure included, namely Rip It. And that's about it, I think, for packaging differences, other than obviously the file card and the product shot on the back, which is obviously going to be different. So the file card here says file name Rip It. File name Booth Fred T. III. Role h.i.s.s driver. Primary specialty heavy equipment operator. Birthplace Falls River, Massachusetts, I think. MA, or is that Maine? I think that might be Maine. Anyway. I'm not too good on my geography. I apologize. Says here, mean and fearless doesn't begin to describe Rip It. This guy knows only one thing: destroy or be destroyed. I will be honest. This is one of the better file cards that I've read. Normally, the little write-up there really doesn't offer any information at all, but this is actually, for being 2 sentences, it's actually pretty good. Tells you all you need to know about the guy, really. I'm still not a fan of the multilingual packaging. I really think that's just laziness on Hasbro's part. The language and regional differences between the packaging is one of the fun things to collect things from other areas, you know. And this is basically taking that away from us. So anyway, that's all I gotta say about the packaging. Let's have a look at the h.i.s.s tank itself, the h.i.s.s 3. Here it is. Now, I'm going to start off by having the other h.i.s.s tank, the retro h.i.s.s tank, right next to it, so we can do quick and easy comparisons between the two. Basically, as I mentioned before, the numbers are different. The vast majority of the stickers are different on this one than they were on the other retro release. You may notice that this V here had some text next to it, whereas this is just a flat V. The number up here says 363, whereas this one says 2/21. This has got a red h.i.s.s tank, little deco here underneath the chin. This has got a blue one. The serial numbers are different, as GH7C, whereas this is SM8A. You know, stuff like that. This has got a blue anchor on there, so you can see it. So the stickers are, for the most part, different on this particular h.i.s.s tank. Also, the elephant in the room, you've noticed it's got muddy treads, which is pretty cool. I like it. They did a really good job with the paint job on there, because there is some black and stuff showing. It actually looks like it's dirty, which is pretty cool. They did a really good job. I'm not sure how well that's coming across on camera, but it's not just a flat color. They actually made it look like it's muddy, which is pretty neat. The canopy is tinted on the blue one, whereas it was clear on the original. The front sticker, the headlight sticker, is different. I will say that this one was a little too big to fit properly in the spot provided. So I did actually have to trim this sticker down a little bit using a pair of scissors. But once I did that, it fit okay. Let's see, what else can I talk about here? Still has the foot pegs for the 25th anniversary figures. Let's get one of them out here, just to show you. Foot pegs do work. Figure's not going anywhere, but they do not fit vintage figures. They are too small. Sorry. Sorry about that, Snake Eyes. I apologize. But anyway, I mean, it is essentially the same h.i.s.s tank, just in different colors with different stickers. But still, it's a h.i.s.s tank. Who doesn't need another h.i.s.s tank for their collection? Am I right? I mean, I can't get enough. I mean, I got the vintage one here. I got the 25th anniversary one. You know. And not to mention all the other ones I have in storage. So, can't go wrong with multiple h.i.s.s tanks. So anyway, here is a vintage h.i.s.s tank, just so we can do a little bit of comparison between the original mold versus the new one. Because I did this with the other retro h.i.s.s tank that I reviewed. And we'll have a look at Rip It in the end. Take him out of here for now. You can see the cockpits are different. Let me pick the camera up so we can have a better look. There is a seat molded in to the original. Whoops. With some controls and stuff molded on there. Man, that's dirty. I gotta get in there. Q-tip, clean that out. This side, it's got like a crosshatch pattern there. Some other controls and stuff, but it's not the same mold. It's clearly different. Plus, this canopy doesn't fit in the hinge part that well. It feels like it's a little stuck or something. Anyway, it's not as smooth as I would like it. Let's see, what else? The cannons are different. Subtly different, but still, they're different. Remember if the treads were different. Treads look pretty close. Yeah, the treads look pretty close. Obviously on the back you're going to have different size foot pegs. These are way too big for modern figures. So you get the idea. I mean, they did a few modifications to the original mold, but not too many. Nice vehicle. And it, of course, has wheels on the bottom, too. Easy construction, too, out of the box. Now, here is Rip It. Now, Rip It is a straight-up repaint to the h.i.s.s driver we got with the retro release. But I like it. It's a nice repaint. I do like this particular color scheme. I think they did a really good job with the choices of colors that they used. The red wristbands and belt and face mask really help break up the blue and the black. It really complements really well, I think. It's a nice repaint. It's a good looking figure. Articulation wise, his head is on a ball joint. We'll do a full 360 degrees. He can look up, basically straight ahead. You can also look down. He gets a slight tilt from side to side, but not too much. Arms can do a full 360. They can go up pretty high. Nothing at the bicep. Elbows can flatten out. You can also bend almost 90 degrees. Full 360 degree rotation at the elbow. Wrists, 360 degree rotation. There is no hinge here, which is a little unfortunate. Torso, he's got a good range of motion there. Legs, kick his legs up about that high. Back about that far. You can do the splits about like that. Double jointed knees. Kick his heel back pretty far. He's got a full rotation here at the ankle. He also has a hinge at the ankle that allows him to point his toes down and not really up. His shins kind of stop it. But hey, he's got very good articulation for a vehicle driver. Let's put it that way. Very happy to see good articulation on the vehicle driver. So let's do size comparison now. He is actually quite tall for a G.I. Joe figure. I will actually demonstrate that right now. Here you have a 3 3/4 inch vintage Snake Eyes, who is noticeably shorter. Same can be said for a Luke Skywalker from the vintage collection Star Wars. Here is a more modern G.I. Joe, Dollar General Cobra Trooper, we're familiar with seeing. He is, okay, they're roughly about the same size. I thought he was going to be a little taller than him, but I guess not. Boss Fight Studio Blank. Marvel Universe Captain America. Master Chief. And, before I forget, he did come with his own figure stand, which says Cobra Trooper Rep It. Cobra sigil there, 2-foot pegs on the back, copyright 2021 Hasbro, so they actually renewed the copyright on their stands. He comes with this little leaflet here, which basically says copyright Hasbro, Rhode Island in 27 different languages, warning choking hazard in 27 different languages, and blah, 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 blah. Throw that away. Here are the instructions, which I'll be honest, I didn't even use. I just eyeballed all the stickers from constructing this guy not too long ago. I basically remembered where they went, not to mention I had that as a guide. Here's the assembly instructions, same thing. I knew how to put it together already. It's kind of nice that they do it as a nod to the original blueprints, but it's a far cry from the original blueprints we used to get. All in all, it's a great toy. I just picked it up off the shelf at Walmart yesterday, so they are out there, and I do suggest you start looking for them. Especially if you're interested in the blue h.i.s.s tank. I think they did a good job with this particular color scheme. I think it looks good in blue. And I also like the muddy treads on there. I think the figure's great. It's a good pickup if you're interested. So anyway, this has been AV. This has been my review of the G.I. Joe Retro Collection h.i.s.s 3 tank. If you like this video, check out my channel where you'll see a whole bunch of other 1/18 scale content, figures, vehicles, accessories, you name it. If you like what you see there, then please subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.